plastic problem has created one of the biggest environmental threats to our planet.
People worldwide use approximately 500 billion single-use plastic bags per year, about 150 bags a year per person. Plastic ends up in landfills, oceans, waterways, and in our food most of the time. It is now estimated that there are 5.25 trillion pieces of plastic debris in the ocean, and that number is increasing by around 13 million metric tons of plastic every year. That's the equivalent of one garbage truck load's worth every minute.
Hello everyone, my name is Khadija and welcome to today's lesson. Thank you for joining me. Today we are going to talk about a topic that affects every single person on this planet, even if we don't always notice it. And our lesson is called Reducing Plastic Waste, a lesson in sustainable living. So this is not just a school topic. This is something that shapes our environment, our future, and even our health. Before we dive deeper, I wanted to think about something. Take a quick look around you. What plastic items can you see right now? Maybe a water bottle, a snack wrapper, a plastic pen, or a packaging from your breakfast. And now think about this. How many plastic items have you already used today? And how many of them did you throw away after using for only a few seconds? Plastic is so common in our lives that we almost stop seeing it. And that's why exactly we need to talk about it today. The contrast is shocking, isn't it? On one side the stunning natural beauty, on the other the reality that we humans are creating. And today we are going to understand why this is happening, what consequences it already has, and most importantly, what each of us can do, even as students, to help reduce plastic waste. Why plastic became a problem? Okay, let's start simple. You know why plastic became so popular? Because it's convenient, really convenient. It's cheap, it's light, strong, and easy to make, and you can shape it into almost anything. At first, it seemed perfect, like the solution to everything. But here is the thing, the real problem started when plastic became single-use. Think about that for a second. We used it for just few minutes, and it sticks around 100 of years. For example, a plastic bottle, about 450 years, a plastic bag, 10 to 20 years, and even a little plastic cap, around 150 years. And it doesn't just vanish, it doesn't dissolve or magically disappear. It just builds up in the landfills, in rivers, in oceans. So the issue isn't plastic itself. The issue is how we use it. Quickly, once, and then it's gone. But really, it's not gone at all. Okay, let's think about something most of us don't really consider. When you throw plastic in the trash, what happens? You may think, I toss it in the bin, the garbage truck takes it away and problem solved? Seems simple, right? But that's not what really happens. Some of the plastic ends up in huge landfills, piling up higher and higher. Some gets carried away by the wind, landing in fields or streets. Some wash into the rivers during rain, and those rivers take it straight to the oceans. And here is the shocking part. The Pacific Ocean has a massive plastic patch, a plastic island, larger than some countries. And it's not the only one. Other oceans have similar patches too. Plastic doesn't fully break down. Instead, it slowly turns to tiny particles, called the microplastics. So small you can't even see them. And these microplastics ends up everywhere. It can be in water, soil, air, food, fish, and even inside humans. So when we think I throw it away, it's gone, it's really not gone at all. It's still in the world, breaking into the smaller pieces, moving through nature and becoming part of the environment, and even part of us. So that's why it's important to rethink how we use plastic, because it doesn't just disappear when we toss in the trash. Now let's talk about how plastic can affect our body. The tiny pieces of plastic called microplastics can get inside us. They don't go away. They move inside our body and can reach many parts. So first, they can reach the brain. The microplastics can make it harder for the brain to work. They can affect memory, attention, and even our mood. It's like tiny pieces of disturbing the normal work of our brain. The next, they can reach the heart. The plastic pieces in the blood can make it harder for blood to flow, and this can make the heart work harder. So over time, it can lead to the heart problems or high blood pressure. The microplastics also go to the liver, and the liver cleans up our blood and helps with the digestion. The tiny plastic pieces make the liver work more and can cause the swelling inside it. This can make the liver weaker and less able to do its job. They can also go to the lungs. When we breathe air with microplastics, the tiny pieces can get stuck in the lungs. This can make it harder to breathe and cause irritation or long-term lung problems. The microplastics can also reach the stomach and intestines. So, they can disturb the digestion and make it harder for our body to get nutrients from food. They can also change the balance of good bacteria in our gut, which is very important for staying healthy. Over time, the microplastics can increase the risk of serious diseases. Many people think that plastic problem starts only when we throw plastic into the trash. But actually, that's not true. The real problem starts much earlier. It starts the moment we buy a plastic. Think about it. We go into the shop, we grab a plastic bottle of water, or we buy chips in plastic packaging, or we take a plastic bag because it's fast and easy. We do it without thinking, it feels normal. But every time we do this, we send a message to companies. But we don't say it with words, we say it with money. And the message is, make more plastic, we will buy. And companies listen. If people buy plastic bottles, companies make more bottles. If people buy snacks in plastic, companies make more packaging, and this cycle never stops. Let's look at the simple example. One person buys one plastic bottle every day. That's 365 bottles in 1 year. Now imagine a whole school doing the same thing. Now imagine a whole city. That's the million of bottles every single day. And companies keep producing more because they say that people are still buying them.
Unfortunately, it's not the solution that many people think it is. Just 14% of plastic packaging gets recycled, and only 2% is effectively recycled, meaning it becomes something as useful as before. The rest is downcycled into something worse. And most recycled plastic is only recycled once before ending up in landfills, incinerators, or the environment anyway. So it turns out that we can't burn, bury, or recycle our way out of this problem. And we can't just scoop all that plastic out of the environment either. That's like trying to bail out a bathtub with a teaspoon while the tap is on full blast. So how about we turn off the tap by shutting down the plastic machine? That means passing policies that create systemic change. Like phasing out the single-use plastics that pollute the most, ending the fossil fuel subsidies that are fueling big plastic, and holding companies responsible for the plastic waste they create. That's how we can achieve our vision of a zero-waste future, where all of our products and packaging can be reused or repaired, effectively recycled, or composted, and ultimately how we create a sustainable, circular economy that works for both people and the planet.
Now let's talk about something really cool. What each of you can do to help our planet. I know some of you might think, wait, I'm just one person, can I really make a difference? And the answer is yes. Yes, you can. Even a small action adds up when many people do them. So the first is reusable bottles. If every student here used a reusable water bottle for just 6 months, our school would have saved 4 to 5,000 plastic bottles. Think about that. One bottle might not seem like much, but when everyone used it again and again, the numbers grow really fast. And you're helping the school and the planet and even animals in rivers and oceans. The second, reusable bags. If your class stops taking plastic bags for lunch or snacks, we can reduce 10,000 plastic bags every single year. Instead of grabbing a new plastic bag each time, take the same bag again and again. It's simple, it's actually easy, and it's really help nature. The third one is avoid extra packaging. Many snacks, drinks, and products come in extra plastic or wrapping that we don't really need. If you choose the products without extra packaging, you're reducing waste even more. It may seem small, but if the whole class or school does it, it becomes a huge difference. So always remember that helping the environment isn't about being one hero who solves everything alone. It's about thousands of small actions done by students like you every day. And every bottle you refill, every bag you refuse, every smart choice you make, it all adds up. And together we can make a real change for our school, for our future, for our planet, and personally for us. So start today, take your bottle, take your bag, think about what you buy, and you will see even small step can do amazing things. And that brings us to the end of our lesson. Thank you all for watching and learning with me today. Let's remember, every small step matters. So let's protect our planet together, one smart choice at a time. See you next time.